go.
Hi, this is Kristin Baer with BA 600. I am here to go over with you today performance management and appraisals. Here you can find the interview link that I had with Barb Miller-Liley. She is the payroll director at Panera, and I will also have the link to this presentation. As an overview today, I want to go over what is performance management, the types of performance, how to rate performance in reviews, how to manage the performance of an associate, types of appraisals, and the importance of those appraisals. Performance management, according to our text, which you can find on page 88, is an attempt to make certain job-related behaviors occur more or less frequently, depending on whether they enhance or hinder organizational objectives, through the systematic manipulation of incentives, the conditions that contribute to a particular set of behaviors, and the immediate consequences of those behaviors. To keep it kind of simple, types of performance, you can have good performance and bad performance. If you looked at the interview that I had with Barb, some of the things that she mentioned for good performance that she looks for in her associates, whether they're already on the team or in the hiring process. She likes associates that stay on task, whether that's a task that's individual for them or a task that is group related. Good time management. Everything daily changes. You may have the same day-to-day schedule, but throughout the day you're going to have bumps in the road, and as long as you can use your time management for that and get completed all of your tasks, that's good in her book. You want to be able to communicate effectively and be helpful, be a team player. On the opposite end of that, you do not want to have anyone that is too independent. You need to be able to complete your task, but also be able to help others when needed, and be able to ask for help if needed. Someone that is too slow and is not able to complete their tasks, if they're ineffective with their communication, whether to management within the company or to their associates, and then someone that is late, whether that's turning an assignment or late to the job. Performance reviews are really important when it comes to the workplace. When should they occur? Here I have the 3-month mark and 2 times a year. The reason I have 3-month mark is because it's really hard to grade someone on their performance before those 3 months. Normally that's whenever they're starting to get comfortable, learning the ins and outs of the company, as well as learning the ins and outs of their position. That's their training time. You really need to be really helpful and hands-on with them, and during that time it's going to be really hard to rate their performance since they haven't been able to complete it on their own. 2 times a year is important because halfway through you want to be able to let them know what they're doing well and what they can improve in. If you're able to tell them that halfway through the year, at the end of the year there should be no excuses for their performance. And it really is important to have at least one performance review before that year end, especially if it has to do or has any weight on how much they make at the end of the year if they get year-end bonuses. Writing a review, this part can be a little bit tricky. You should always have your goals, whether that's individual goals or company team goals, and then also include their day-to-day. Within Panera, this could vary. We have the manufacturers at our fresh dough facilities that have different day-to-day jobs, our office, which is our support center, and then we also have our cafe associates. Each of those 3 have completely different performance skills. Manufacturers, are they meeting their quota? Are they getting the bagels off the line in time? Are they getting the right numbers through? Is there too much waste and not enough that goes through? For our office, is everyone getting their checklists done? And for our cafe, customer service. Are they excelling in that, or are they falling behind? So it really depends on, as I have here, the associate's position, and then also their level. And then how we grade those reviews. Susan Combs right here has an example of a performance review. These are the standards, the definition that is going to be appropriate for that individual's position, the weight of it. So customer service may rate it a 50% for this position, and then maybe this is 20, 20, and 10. That just varies. And then their rate as an individual. This is just one standard that's out there. Bigger systems or bigger companies have systems that include performance management, and this is something that could be two-sided. You can see one side that your supervisor has put through your goals, individual and team. Have you met those goals? You can see that throughout the year. You can check box it, you can make notes, so both you can see that and your supervisors can see that. So whenever you go into your meetings, you're both prepared to go over what needs to be done. Whenever those meetings occur, as on the management side, preparation is key. According to cost, preparation is key. Consider the logistics for discussion. Open with the agenda. Encourage candid discussion. Give praise and credit where it's due. Don't shy away from dealing with the issues. And do not close until both parties are on the same page. Preparation is key, which I definitely agree with that being the number one. Encourage candid discussion. You want to be able to have your associates open up to you. If they're uncomfortable in a situation, if they feel as if they can excel elsewhere, anything along those lines should be open. You should know those, and they should feel comfortable telling you. That way, there's a relationship there, and you can help them excel, and then they can also see how you feel on those things and move forward. And managing those performance skills. As I mentioned before, systems that have the two-way, where the associates can see it and where management can see it. Set those goals. Set those goals so that they know, as a team member, this is what should be done. That the company wants this to be done, and you as an individual need to be completing this task. Be very clear. Anything that is unclear can be misconstrued by the associate, and what you are wanting out of that associate may not be completed. Lead by example. It's not fair for an associate to be told to do one thing and you're doing something else. It could be very confusing, unfair, and stay nearby. If they have questions, they should be able to reach you. If you are distant, be available on email, be available over the phone. But being available and nearby helps that associate feel more comfortable, and their performance will excel with that comfort and knowing that you're there for assistance. Recognize the little things, which we'll get to on the next slide, and express yourself. The appraisals. Good or bad, performance should be acknowledged immediately. If it's something that is negative in your performance, you want to let them know so that it does not continue. And if there are any questions, it can be focused on at that point in time when it's fresh in both eyes. You can do this verbally through one-on-one, or if it's positive, in a group setting. Like here, we have weekly meetings. A lot of times there's praise at our weekly meetings. And that way the associate feels well and feels good at what they're doing, and the other associates around see that the recognition is something that's positive, and they also will want to be recognized as well, so their performance may rise. You can also do this via email. As Barb mentioned before, some associates don't like the spotlight, but they do like to still be recognized. So doing that via email is also a good way. Having some kind of gift or party. She mentioned some gift cards, going to lunch, or having an ice cream social or a pizza party when a team meets a goal. And then also there's always promotions and bonuses and raises. The importance of these reviews by Mayhew, you can see satisfaction, improvement, productivity, and liability. If associates feel unappreciated, they may leave the company. They do not want to feel belittled, and if they feel as if they can be recognized in other areas, they may go there. Improvement, the sooner you have those reviews, and if, as we mentioned before, there are negative performances, you want to let them know. The sooner, the better. Productivity, compensation, satisfaction, and improvement impact this productivity. So as mentioned before, you want to let them know when they're doing good, let them know when they're doing bad, and recognize that through appraisals. And then also the liability. If an associate happens to leave or is let go from a company, if you are not having those reviews or any types of appraisals, anything out there that really could hinder the company, as Mayhew has Here, failure to conduct performance reviews could increase exposure to claims regarding unfair employment practices, which no one ever wants. I hope that this presentation has helped you understand performance management and appraisals. Here I have my works cited if you'd like to do any further research.